Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing my Best of Beauty 2018 video because there have been a lot of favorite makeup products for me. So I wanted to tell you guys everything that I have loved this past year. The first products I want to talk about are eyeshadow palettes because those are personally my favorite makeup products in the entire world. First, I want to talk about the Huda Beauty Precious Stones collection. I ended up picking up every single eyeshadow palette from this collection, but these two are my favorites. I have the Amethyst Obsessions palette. It looks like that. It's a pretty purple palette. And then the Sapphire Obsessions is this blue palette. Now personally, what I love about these is that the metallics are so pigmented. These are honestly some of the most beautiful shadows that I've ever seen. Now the mattes in the purple palette are amazing, but personally some of the mattes in the Sapphire palette aren't as great. This greeny lime shade was really disappointing. It didn't live up to expectations, but the rest of this palette is amazing. This blue shade doesn't swatch well, but it performs so great on the eye. Another Huda Beauty product I want to bring up is the Huda Beauty New Nude palette. Now this palette is one of my favorites. This is like top 5 of 2018 for sure.
Which I will be doing a favorites video saying my top 5 eyeshadow palettes.
But for today we're just going to go through the ones for 2018. This is such a pretty palette. I especially love the glitters in this. I thought that the glitters would maybe be hard to work with, but they aren't. They work amazing. And the mattes are creamy, they blend beautifully, and the crystal shades are just so pigmented and metallic, and they are beautiful. I would highly recommend this if you like the color scheme. Next we have a Morphe palette.
Surprise, surprise.
As you guys know, I do like Morphe's formula for the most part. This is the 35M Boss Mood palette. It just looks like this. It is a very pretty palette. Personally, I bought this around the fall season because this screams fall to me. But also what I like is that there's so many different looks you can do. My only gripe with this palette is that it doesn't have a ton of transition shades, but overall I do love this palette. But because it doesn't have as many transition shades, it's not in my top 5 or anything like that, but it is a beautiful, really nice palette. A more affordable palette is definitely the ColourPop Good Sport palette. This is in my top 5 for sure. This is just such a beautiful palette. Only gripe, does not come with a mirror, but I can excuse that because these shades are amazing. This green shade is my life. It's what makes me love this palette so much. Another top 5 favorite is the Dose of Colors Desi X Katy Friendcation palette. This is beautiful. I have done a look with this palette. It is just amazing. I mean, the packaging is glitter, and you guys know me. I love glitter, and the shades inside are beautiful. I do wish that there were more transitions, of course, but that's just me personally. I love this. It's so pretty, and I think it suits a variety of different skin tones. A fun palette that I really love that just recently came out actually is the Melt Cosmetics Smoke Sessions palette. Now, mine is dirty and came broken and stuff, but it's fine. They refunded me since, it didn't come right, which was totally awesome of them. This is honestly such a beautiful palette. It is worth the $48 US. Currently it is sold out, but they will be restocking. It just has these beautiful green tones that I've never seen in a palette before, and the metallics are just gorgeous. My only gripe is that there are not enough mattes. I do wish they would have added 2 more shadows that are mattes, just so that you can make more different looks with it. But overall, I definitely like this, and I'm glad I have it in my collection. Of course, this wouldn't be a Best of 2018 video without ABH. The Norvina palette is my favorite ABH palette from 2018. It screams me. It's just such a pretty purple palette, and you guys know I love purple, and when I saw just the packaging of this, I knew I needed it, and Norvina is one of the sweetest people ever. and ABH is my favorite brand, so I'm so glad that this came out this year. It's definitely one of my favorites. My last favorite eyeshadow palette is the Alien palette by Jeffree Star. I ended up loving this. I didn't know I would love it as much as I do. It is just, it's beautiful. I do wish that it was smaller, but I mean the packaging is cool, and then when you open it, it does come with a mirror, so I'm quite happy about that. And like, this is what it looks like. It's so pretty. I absolutely adore all the shades. The green in here is just amazing. I cannot say enough good things about this palette. I'm honestly in love. This is definitely in my top 5. And yeah, I really love this palette. So those are my favorite eyeshadow palettes of 2018. So now let's get into all the other goodness.